Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Richie and this is Hillside Acres. Today I'm standing here. This is my 2020 F250 with the 7.3 Godzilla motor. I don't know why they call it a Godzilla, but I guess it kind of makes sense. It's a 7.3 liter. And I've owned it for just about 1 year now. I'm just short of 1 year. So I figured I'd do like a 1 year review type thing with it. This truck does get used on our farm, but we bought it as more of a personal type vehicle and to do most of our towing with. So the reason I went with the 7.3 over a diesel, it is nice to save the money, but the price really wasn't the factor for me. I really didn't want the emissions, and I wanted to be able to tow significant weight. My tractor is about 10,000 pounds, and when we move hay it can get pretty heavy too. We could be putting about 12,000 pounds on the trailer. I think the most I've had towing behind this so far was about 18,000 pounds. It's got the 355 rear, so technically the rating is about 15,000, but we're going short distances with it. And it did just fine with the heavy weight. The trailer brakes are phenomenal with the BY's trailer that I have. So with the 355 rear, it's a little bit slow off the line. That's the only complaint I could say about towing. It's really not bad though. Once you get moving, it's no problem. The 10-speed transmission really helps with that as well. So this model is a Lariat with the Ultimate and Sport packages. I'm not too sure as far as all of the details that it has, but I know the Sport package gives you the black grille, the black wheels, black mirrors, things like that. And I think it was a really nice looking truck. When we went to the dealer looking for a new truck, we were upgrading from a 2015 F350 with the 6.2. So I wanted a little bit more power, and we were looking for like an XLT with like a decent trim package in it, nothing fancy. But when I saw this truck on the lot, I kind of just knew I wanted it. So when we were shopping, I definitely knew I wanted a long bed and a 4-door. Because when we go on trips, we bring the dog with us, and towing gooseneck trailers, it's really nice to have the long bed and the extra room in there. It's also got the LED headlights. I'm not sure if that came standard on all 2020s or if that was the Sport package or one of the packages I bought. But the LED headlights are really nice compared to what we had on the 6.2 2015 F350. A lot of times I'll be driving at night. The high beams go on and off automatically, which is also a really nice feature. But even with the high beams off, sometimes people will flash me thinking my high beams are on, and then I hit the high beams on and hit them with the sun. The only complaint I could really say I have with the truck, it really has nothing to do with the truck really, but the first day when I bought it, I told the dealer that the shift pattern doesn't seem right, and it's kind of winding up and kind of bucking you, and it just did not seem right. So I made a mention to the dealer from day one about the shifting, and they told me, oh, don't worry, it's just an electronic transmission, it's learning your driving habits, there's nothing to worry about. I said, okay, well, it's under warranty and it's on you if there's something wrong. So a few weeks later, I had about 3,000 miles on it, and I felt like it's getting slightly worse. So I brought it back to the dealer. I said, you guys need to check this out. And they determined that it was low on transmission fluid from the factory, so that was causing the hard shifting. And they had the truck for a few days at that point, and they told me that they topped it off and I could come pick it up. And I said, well, I mentioned this to you from day one, so I would really like for you to come up with an answer that doesn't insult me, and you can call me back. And with my hopes, I was kind of just hoping they'd extend the warranty on the transmission or something like that. But they said, we have a new transmission on order for you. It'll be here in a couple weeks. You bring the truck in and get the transmission replaced. And they did, and I really do appreciate the dealer owning up to the mistake and putting the new transmission in there. I've never really been one for looking for features. Pretty much all my other trucks I bought in my life have had hand crank windows, things like that. But a lot of the features on this truck are really nice, I have to admit. And there's also some features on this truck that I could really care less about. But I bought this truck off the lot, so I didn't order it with some of the stuff it has. But the tailgate, push button, it opens, drops down, hit that, got a step that comes out, climb in the bed. So this is the Ford factory gooseneck fifth wheel prep. We do have a fifth wheel trailer, but I never bought a hitch for it. We haven't really moved it. We actually currently live in it. But it's really nice. You just drop the ball in there, then you just drop the things in for your safety chains. I'll show you how that works. And this wasn't billed, but this actually came with the truck. It had the prep package, so I wouldn't see why it wouldn't come with the ball if you're going to get the prep package. But put the ball in, pull that up, that's it. Same thing with these, lift them up, twist them, drop down, and that's it. I usually leave the hitch in here all the time, but we had to pick up some plywood yesterday, so I didn't want the ball in there. As far as the hitch on the bumper that we got for it, this is a Kurt, and I've been really happy with this. We don't really tow on the bumper a whole lot. We got one horse trailer, that's a bumper pull, and I got a small single axle bumper pull and a 5-ton bumper pull trailer that we don't really use much at all. But this hitch is rated for 20,000 pounds trailer weight and 2,000 pounds tongue weight for the 2 5/16 ball, which is plenty. I'll never have that much off the bumper. So I don't know how well you could see the dash here. I see a lot of people really concerned about their miles per gallon they're gonna get, and I've always preferred big block gas motors, and none of them have ever gotten good fuel economy, and I really never would have expected it to. I never really reset this. This is the average for everything we do. The truck's only got 10,000 miles on it, or 9,600 as you see there, but the average is 12.1, and that's a mix of some heavy towing. We don't really drive the truck empty that much, particularly on the highway. The truck will make, like, she takes it to the grocery store a lot, and other than that, it's pretty much always got a trailer on it. And the trailer, not just a little trailer, that B-Wise trailer there, that weighs 5,000 pounds empty, and then not to mention if that tractor's on there, that's about a 15,000 pound load. And so I would never even consider what my fuel economy is going to be if I wanted to tow something like that. I'd be worried about economy if I was running the truck on the highway every day, like hot shot driving and stuff. And but I'm not. Like I said, it's only not even 10,000 miles in a year. If it costs me a little extra in fuel to get where I gotta go, it doesn't bother me one bit. But power wise, this truck is 425 horsepower and 475 torque, and that's plenty to get some weight moving. It's obviously not close to the numbers that the new diesels are putting out, but the new diesels are a lot more expensive. They're a lot more prone to problems. So like I said, if I was towing heavy every day, I would definitely go with a diesel and worry about the problems later. But this truck, it can do the heavy towing just fine. And if I'm doing it occasionally like me, that's the way to go. Got this little outlet. You got a regular 400 watt 110 plug in there, grounded as well, and 12 volt. Things like that. You just drop your phone in there, it wireless charges it. The air conditioned seats are definitely one of those features that I absolutely love, especially if you're on a long trip and it's hot and you've just been sitting there. It's nice to get some airflow in there and you're not all sweaty when you get up. Another one of the features that I do really like about this truck is it has cameras everywhere. So you put it in reverse, you got your standard backup camera, as well as a bird's eye view, seeing what's on the sides of you, behind you, in front of you. There's all sorts of camera modes you could change. So if you're hooking up, or not that one, let me try and figure out which one's which. So if you need to hook up a gooseneck trailer, you could set that camera and you could see what's right in your bed. You could see your ball and line your trailer right up to it. If you're hooking up your bumper pull trailer, you got a perfect view of your hitch right there. What else we got? Don't know what that one is. All different modes. Or if say you're pulling up to a curb, you could just hit the camera button and it'll show you what's directly in front of you. You can see the 7060, my free trailer, and the B-Wise trailer there, and as well as the bird's eye view, so if you're worried about something next to you, you could see it. So after owning this truck for 1 year and roughly 10,000 miles now, would I buy it again and do the same route? Yes, I absolutely think I would. And sometimes I wish I had the 430 gears. It'd be a little bit nicer when towing real heavy. But when I'm towing really heavy like that, like moving the tractor, moving a lot of hay, I'm really in town, not on the highway. So the 355s do it just fine. But like my toy hauler trailer, that's probably only 8,000 pounds fully loaded. So going on a long trip, if you want to do a cross-country trip with that thing, the truck probably won't even know it's back there. It'll go really nice on the highway. It runs low RPMs in 10th gear. So I'm sure that there's probably a lot of things I'm missing. I know people do ask about the aluminum body. People have concerns about the strength. I really never gotten there because I have other trucks that, a dump truck if I want to put material in the bed, so I've never gotten to that point. As far as the strength in the aluminum, it is definitely lighter. As far as that, I can't speak on the aluminum body a whole lot. I know it won't rust as easy, which is a really nice thing here in New England. But so far, after 1 year, I'm definitely very happy with the truck, and I would definitely buy the same truck again. The 430 gears, that's back and forth, but the 355s are just fine. The 10-speed helps it out a lot too. So even if you were empty on the highway, the 355s are definitely the way to go. Towing light, like my 8,000 pound trailer, that'd be great. But maybe if you were going to have a large camper, something 16,000 pounds, I'd probably go with the 430s, because you're going to be taking that trailer on the highway long distances most likely. I don't think most people like to go camping in the same town that they live in. So if you have any questions on the 2020 Ford 7.3, let me know in the comments. If there's any other videos that you would like to see on this truck. I already have one video towing, going to pick up my M7060 Kubota. It was a little bit lighter than it normally would be because I took the loader off to get some warranty work done. I wanted it off for them so they didn't have to work around it, or they didn't have to take it off themselves. That video was about 13,000 pounds including the trailer. Next time I move the tractor, I could do a video. If anybody's interested in more towing videos, let me know. I can make them. So let me know in the comments what you think. Tell me what you're towing with and what kind of trailers you're towing. I always like to hear that kind of stuff. So we'll see you on the next one, everybody. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and have a good day.